When I fall in love, it will be forever, 'cause I'll never ever fall in love again. Hi, this is Ken Boot, and you're watching Big Stone Television. Remember that Ken Boot says so. Fall in love again.
A very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Big Stone Television. Today, I'm going to dedicate this particular artist to one of my great friends who's still alive today, but he just admire and adore this artist. I'm talking about my friend in Philadelphia, Sean Prendergast. Sean, this one is for you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about the ever great Bob Andy. Pete Anderson, born in 1944, better known by the stage name Bob Andy. Bob Andy is a Jamaican reggae vocalist and songwriter. He's widely regarded as one of reggae's most influential songwriters. Keith Anderson was born in Kingston, where his mother worked at Up Park Camp. At the age of 7, he moved to live with his grandmother in Westmoreland. After his grandmother died, his mother gave him away, and he was subject to beating at the hands of his adoptive parents. After several years, he returned to Kingston to help look after one of his siblings. But to escape beating from his mother, he tried to get a place at Maxwell Park Children's Home by telling them that his mother had died. They both ended up in court, where he was made a ward of the state and returned to Maxwell Park. At the home, he taught himself to play piano and began singing in the Kingston Parish Church Choir. In the local scout group, he met Tyrone Evans, with whom he formed the Binders. Bob Andy was one of the founding members of the Paragons, along with Tyrone Evans and Howard Barrett, with John Oates later joining briefly before being replaced by Vic Taylor. Andy left after Oates rejoined and worked for Studio One, delivering records and songwriting before embarking on a solo career. His first solo hit record in 1967, I've Got to Go Back Home, was followed by Desperate Lover, Feeling Soul, Unchained, and To Experience. He also composed songs for other reggae artists, including I Don't Want to See You Cry for Ken Boot, and Feel Like Jumping, Truly, and Melody Life for Marcia Griffiths. He had several hits in the late 1960s, including Going Home, Unchained, Feeling Soul, My Time, The Ghetto Stays in the Mind, and Feel the Feeling. Some of these and his 1992 hit, Fire Burning, are come to be regarded as reggae standards, and several have been covered several times by other artists. In the early 1970s, he recorded with Marcia Griffith as Bob and Marcia, initially for Studio One, but later under producer Harry J. Johnson's tutelage. They had a major UK hit with Young, Gifted and Black, with orchestral backing added for the UK market, and spent time in UK promoting it. But frustrated by not receiving financial reward from the hit, while producer Harry J had built a new studio and bought a new car, he returned to Jamaica. He continued without Johnson's involvement and returned to the UK, where he recorded Pied Piper with Griffiths, and they toured again. Pied Piper gave them another top 20 hit, but the duo was dissolved when Griffiths joined the I Trees. Disillusioned with the industry in 1978, Andy put his music career on hold, and after taking up creative dancing with the National Dance Theatre Company, concentrated on his career as an actor, starring in the films Children of Babylon in 1980 and The Mighty Quinn in 1989. He relocated to London, where he worked as a producer and recorded with Mad Professor, and later to Miami. In 1997, he released a new album, Hanging Tough, produced by Willie Lindo. And he toured Africa for the first time in 2005, performing at the Bob Marley 60th birthday concert in Addis Ababa. And while in Ethiopia, also sang at the President's Palace and gave benefit concert for the 12 Tribe organization at the Rastafarian Movement settlement at Shashamane. The Jamaican government conferred the Order of Distinction in the rank of Commander on Keith Babandi Anderson in October 2006 for his contribution to the development of Jamaican music. In March 2015, Andy was mugged on Mona Road in St. Andrew and robbed of $50,000 and 2 cell phones, the assailant slashing his left arm with a knife in the attack. Michael Prophet cites Andy as his main influence as a singer. Jamaica, we have lost a treasure, a gem, an icon, a man who gave you hits after hits after hits after hits. We remember songs like Music Inside Me, Lots of Love, Babandi's songbook for Studio One in 1970, The Music Inside Me, 1976 for Tropical Soundtracks, Lots of Love and I in 1978 for High Note, Friends in 1983 for I Anchor, Freely in 1988 for I Anchor, Babandi's Dub Book in 1988, Hanging Tough in 1997 for VP Records, Reggae Land 2006 for Upstairs. Some of the songs that were greatly appreciated by Jamaican people was the song that he did as Bob and Marcia, Young, Gifted and Black in 1970 for Trojan Record, Pied Piper 1971 again for Trojan, Silver Memories 1976 for Nectar, Kemar 1977 for Harry J, reissued as Reality Together in 1987 with extra tracks, The Pied Piper, The Best of Bob and Marcia in 2002 for Trojan compilation. His songwriting credits, check it out, by Tony Rebel, Feel Like Jumping, Marcia Griffiths, Fire Burning, Tony Rebel, Marcia Griffiths, Half Idiot, Cutty Ranks, I've Got to Go Back Home, Freddie McGregor, Melody Life, Steely and Clevie, Mankind, Gregory Isaac, Barrington Levy, Ocean Color Scene, Peace of Mind, Harry J and his friends, Reality Together, Jeb Law and Nicholas, The Right Track by Mike General, To Experience, The Bone Daddies and Miss Dynamite, and Unchained by Sanchez. Bob Andy, you are, sir, an icon that gave us some of the greatest experience in the dancehall. I personally, as a young man, grew up listening to the melodic voice of Bob Andy. I could never get enough of you, sir. Thank you, Bob, Sir Bob, for giving to Jamaica a legacy that will last forever, a legacy that we as Jamaicans are very proud to have listened to and still listening to. I salute you, Sir Bob. Sleep in eternal peace, sir. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. Rest on, O fallen soldier. I'm lost, numb, broken. Reggae songstress Marcia Griffiths told the Sunday Gleaner in an interview from Florida, where she's forced to sit out the coronavirus pandemic. Sister Marcia, as the Queen of Reggae is affectionately known, was reacting to the death of iconic reggae singer and songwriter Bob Andy. What hurts me is that owing to the calamities that the world is now experiencing, I just didn't get to reach him in Jamaica. I tried, but I just could not get to leave. He wanted to see me, and I wanted to see him. I wanted to embrace him and generate that positive energy and life that always springs forth when we are together. I know it would have made a difference, she said, on the very verge of tears. Bob Andy and Marcia Griffith shared something special musically. As a vocal duo in the 70s, Bob and Marcia became household names, appearing on Top of the Pops in Britain, having received wild acclaim with their 1970 cover of Nina Simone's Young, Gifted and Black, which sold 500,000 in the United Kingdom and Europe. They also had a number 11 hit in the 1971 with Pied Piper and recorded 2 albums of the same title. Interestingly, Really Together was the first of many duets that Bob and Marcia would record. They discontinued their partnership in the mid-1970s, both feeling that it was not bringing them adequate financial reward. In paying tribute to Bob Andy, Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sports, Olivia Grange stated, his collaboration with other artists, particularly with Marcia Griffiths, an icon in her own right, will always remain standard. During an interview with the Gleaner last year, Marcia Griffith expressed her gratitude to her lifelong friend Bob Andy, who took her as a young girl under his wings musically. Bob looked out for me and made sure that everything went well, especially when we were overseas. I will forever be grateful to him for that, she declared at the time. On Friday, her Instagram post simply said, "No words can express this feeling. R.I.P." Her parting words to the Sunday Gleaner were, "A major part of me is gone."
Hi guys, my name is Bianca. I am Bob Andy's daughter, and I just wanted to take a minute to thank all of you, friends, family, fans, for the outpouring of support that you have given to us today, whether it be on Instagram, RJR Radio. It's been fabulous, and I know that my dad, modest as he was, would be completely shocked and surprised and ultimately humbled by your response. He will, of course, live on in his music, and there's more music to come, because he wasn't finished. And I just thank you. And I hope that, today you listen to him and remember his words.
Thank you very much for watching, and I do hope you can have a great day.